Of course you are. I'm sorry. I can be a bit scatterbrained. Please come on in and make yourself comfortable. So, did you have any trouble finding us? No? Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, most people miss the turn and have to turn around. Well, you clearly must have good navigational skills. I'll have to make note of that. So, as I'm sure you are aware, you are here today because you were chosen from our very large pool of applicants as a possible choice for us in our project. Are you still interested in moving forward with this process? Yes, great. Okay. So, today I will be asking you a series of questions to help us in determining your personality type and therefore determining if you would be a good fit. Are you feeling comfortable and ready? Great. Well, then I will get started. I will be recording all of your responses, and I do ask that you answer truthfully. Okay. Well, now that all of that business is out of the way, let me grab my questionnaire. Okay. I think that we are ready. So, question number 1. How do you spend your free time? Okay, great. Oh, yes, so I will not be giving any feedback to you during this time. I will just simply ask the questions and record your responses. I am unable to give any sort of feedback, even as far as my facial expressions go. I have to remain neutral. Okay. Second question. What is your favorite food? Okay. Number 3. Do you listen to any podcasts? Okay. Can you list them off for me? Okay. Number 4. What is your favorite thing to do on the weekends? Okay, the next one. Do you have any pets? Do you have a favorite book? What is your favorite place to eat? What would you choose if you had to choose one meal to eat for the rest of your life? What is your go-to karaoke song? What is your latest guilty pleasure? What's your favorite subject in school? If you could choose a superpower, what would you pick? What's your favorite holiday? When was the last time you went to a concert? What was your least favorite food as a kid? Do you have a favorite What's the funniest joke you've ever heard? Okay. What is your biggest fear? What was your first job? Is there anything that you dislike in your work life? Do you have any pet peeves? What was your dream job as a child? Okay. If you could have dinner with anyone, who is one person that you would go with? Do you have a favorite childhood memory? Okay. Okay. What's the last thing that made you cry? What's your favorite season and what does it remind you of? What does a perfect day look like? Do you have any hobbies? If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay. What is your favorite midnight snack? Who would you choose if you could be friends with a fictional character? What's the best costume you've ever worn to a party? Okay. What is the best surprise that you've ever received? What's the most embarrassing moment that you've ever experienced? If you could have any talent, what would you choose? If you were stuck on a deserted island and had to choose a family member to be stuck with, who would you choose? Who would you be if you had to be a character from a book? What is your funniest relationship deal breaker? Which would you choose? Okay. These next few are going to be a bit more personal, a bit more deep, not as surface level, okay? Okay. Do you ever feel lonely? Is there anything you're afraid that you won't accomplish? What is your biggest fear? Is how you define success different today than it was when you were younger? What's the most meaningful relationship that you have ever had? Do you have any toxic traits that you are not proud of? What are some difficult lessons you've learned from past relationships? What is number one on your bucket list? What is your favorite memory? What would you like people to remember you for? Okay. These next few are going to be a bit more work related. What is the favorite part of your job? What was your first job? Do you have any side hustles or projects? When you work remotely, do you work in a cafe or in home? What's something valuable you've learned during your career? Are there any upcoming projects that you are excited about? Did you ever think about trying a different career before this one? What made you want to work at your current employer? Okay. So I'm now going to go over. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up your file and make a couple of quick notes before we move on to the next session. section here. Okay. What is your favorite quality about yourself? What is something that makes you feel unstoppable? What 3 words would you use to describe yourself? Would you call yourself brave? When do you feel the safest? What's your favorite childhood memory? What is your biggest life regret so far? Does your family have any big traditions? Do you have any characters in your family? What is your favorite nickname someone has given you, and how did you get it? Are you a good gift giver? Who do you admire the most and why? Do you believe in astrology? Why or why not? Have you ever had a spiritual experience? What is the quickest way someone can lose your trust? Where is one place you've always dreamed of going? Is it easy for you to accept help from other people? If money were no object, what's the first thing you would buy? Do you live by any particular mantra? If you started a business, what would it be? How would you spend your last day on Earth? Do you consider yourself introspective? Do you enjoy being somewhere no one else knows you? What is your number one goal in life? How do you hope people describe you? Have you ever been in love? Do you want your own family someday? And this last one is very important. It's very important. Have you ever experienced deja vu? Okay. Well, that wraps up today's questionnaire. I want to thank you on behalf of everyone here at the project for your interest and your time today. You will be hearing from us soon. So,